We need to get two things in order before we start this video. Number one, if you're not following me on Instagram, you're missing out on some absolute heat. I mean, I post at least once a month, and when I do, it is flames. So go tantalize that follow button on Philion, because Philion is taken by a sweet, sweet French woman, and I don't think she's changing her name anytime soon. Also, Philion has 3 eyes in it. And I can assure you, I did not just make that up on the spot, it was intentional. Second of all, you guys are just gonna have to excuse the herpes on my face. I was just in Zimbabwe and I kissed a poisonous toad and it got the best of me, alright? So get your laughs out now. Now that we got those two things out of the way, we can commence the ceremonial monthly video. Holy shit, I need to start making more videos. Videos that target a bunch of weebs and basement dwellers that haven't seen the sunlight or got the Johnsons fiddled with is my favorite type of content to watch. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, but deliberately targeting incels in order to grow your YouTube channel, especially when you just recycle the same few videos over and over again, is pretty messed up and frankly makes no sense. It's brutal out here these days on this YouTube grind. I mean, I have to compete with channels like this. And frankly, it's not a battle that I want to win. I think we can all agree that we should be supporting quality content and not this lackluster slap job of stock images and text with a shitty voiceover. How do 900,000 people support this channel? That's like 10% of New York City. We're gonna go with the most recent video because that's the one that popped up in my feed, but you can really go visit this channel, pick any video, and get the gist of it in about 5 seconds. Hidden signs a girl views you as an alpha. These signs are hidden. You can't see them, you can't smell them. I mean, my nose can't really smell anything because I have a terrible deviated septum and I look like Lord Voldemort, but that's besides the point. Don't even bother listening for them. They're fucking hidden. Lucky enough for me, the third eye of truth right here, this sexy shit stain on my forehead, nothing gets past it. I know these hidden signs everywhere, and I know when a girl views me as an alpha male.
What I'm about to tell you will completely blow your mind.
Let's set some ground rules before our minds are blown. It's 2019. If you're still calling yourself an alpha male, you're a juvenile troglodyte who deserves a firm spanking by me, the last natural, Iron Lou, and or Jablinski Games.
Jables.
One look at this channel and I already want to cut off my own schwanz. I mean, what the fuck is going on here? There's a bunch of creepy Grand Theft Auto NPCs as the thumbnail picture. Ew, I don't want to look at that. This is creepy.
And at the same time, give you priceless insight into how all girls think and behave.
How about we start by just getting your misogynistic generalizations about women out of here?
And with an understanding of this insight comes great power that any man can wield, regardless of age, background, location, or experience of it.
He's universally addressing the audience so that a boy behind the screen could be like, me? Me too? I can get girls' boobies? Buckle up, boyos, I'm about to blow your little ding-dong. All women are the same, and I have the secret to get them to fuck you. This isn't chess, this isn't a game. We live in like a world where people exist.
When the word alpha is mentioned, most guys think of a large gorilla or lion, which is great because it makes things easier to understand. But the way that most guys think of alpha is completely wrong. The modern day alpha isn't some wildly strong dude who runs around shouting and pounding anyone who resists him into a pulp. The word alpha, more than anything else, represents a mindset, or a way of thinking that completely defies what most guys today are brought up to believe.
You sound like an uneducated babbling baboon.
The real alphas of the world are rare. Many of the alphas are natural.
That's a fact. Natty equals daddy.
Meaning they naturally have massive amounts of testosterone coursing through their bodies, and others, through repetition, have learned to become an alpha. All girls, in the first few moments of interacting with a guy, instinctively know whether or not he is an alpha or a beta, and this instinct is what determines how she will behave around him.
What is this man saying? We're not living in the Mesozoic epoch where girls are running around smelling the pheromones emanating off a Neanderthal's ballsack thinking, particularly vinegary. I think this one can fill me with his seed and reproduce.
Pretty much all girls are born with an instinct for reading people that is several times more accurate than the people reading instinct of men.
Says who? I'd like to know where this soy boy is getting this information from.
I remember in middle school and high school, pretty much all girls would speak loudly about how they hate players and how they can't stand the guys who are always getting into trouble. But then, when nobody is looking, it is these exact guys who the girls would hook up with, rather than the guys who they would describe as being kind and sensitive.
Fucking Johnny Flatbrim over here stole this guy's girlfriend in high school, and now he's running around saying, nice guys finish last.
In one of my previous videos, I talk about the subconscious signals that girls give off when they are attracted to a guy. And many of these signs are exactly what you'll see from a girl who believes that she's in the presence of an alpha. Things like the hair flip.
Hair flip? Daddy!
Or constantly fiddling with her hair, or biting her lower lip are all common signs.
What world do you live in where girls are running around biting their lips? Does she like me yet? Huh? Preening? Oh, this man's into birds. It all makes sense now.
But these signs are like the branches of a tree, meaning they're
This girl has a bush! Look at that thing!
all connected to a larger, much more important signal. And the main, underlying signal that a girl gives off when in the presence of an alpha is submission.
Oh, yeah, Daddy!
In other words, the biggest tell is her body language. If a girl perceives you as an alpha, she will look at you with wide eyes and position her body in ways that are instinctively meant to be pleasing for your eyes to look at.
The guy behind this channel is a lumbering oaf that lacks any self-awareness.
I remember back in middle school, I messaged this girl on social media and met up with her a couple days later. After this meetup, she became infatuated with me, but I ended up spending most of my time hanging out with my buddies and meeting up with girls that I was more attracted to. During this time, this girl would text me constantly, make herself available anytime there was even a tiny chance that I would meet up with her, and she would basically pursue me in every possible way.
Slick Nick with the micro dick over here is hanging out at Buffalo Wild Wings, getting some brews with the boys. Meanwhile, Thirsty Sally's blowing up his phone. I mean, I hope this girl comes back and takes a steamy dump on your forehead and you enjoy every second of it. How dare you talk about Sally like that, as if she's some object or some puppy crawling back to you. Get out of here.
Including using her body language when I was with her. This is precisely how a girl acts when she perceives you as alpha. Understanding the signs that girls give off when they're in the presence of an alpha or beta will allow you to gauge your progress in terms of how you present yourself to and behave around girls. And with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and until next time, thanks for watching.
Alright, I'm going to offer some constructive criticism on how this channel can redeem itself. Some tips, some tricks, some life hacks. Here's an idea. Why don't you treat girls like people? Might work. It's a new one. You should give it a shot. I think the redemption for this channel can be a practical how-to guide on how to increase your attractiveness. Because there are some things that anyone can do at any point in time to just get a little bit more attractive. You can teach people, specifically men, how to take a shower. And then tell them to take another shower, because a lot of you dudes fucking stink. Alright? When I'm out in public, I shouldn't be smelling a beautiful cocktail of man musk. Here's another one. Tell men to get a pedicure. Philip! That is gay. I don't want someone chiseling the dead skin and fungus off my feet. Only girls do that. Ready for this one? Take care of your eyebrows. You know? Shave, wax, tweeze, do whatever you gotta do. A lot of dudes walking around looking like Homo erectus, Homo habilis, Cro-Magnon man. It's not a good look. It's a funny notion that grooming and self-care and wanting to look attractive has been exclusively associated with femininity. Like, what? If that girl's scrolling past your Instagram pictures, leaving you on red, maybe stop getting the same normie haircut from 2015. Maybe stop trying to look like everyone else. Go for a run. Read a book. Stop breathing out of your mouth. Most of all, stop listening to a random YouTube channel that lacks an identity on how to become an alpha male.
Hey, Philion pulled up, fuck your bitch. Anybody wanna run up, put them all up in the ditch. Push boys, no go, better back up quick. You punk, don't fly, bitch, you ain't shit.